Welcome to the College of Dietitians of British Columbia's Writing Professional Learning Goals module. Now that you've reflected about your dietetic practice and identified areas of strengths and opportunities for learning, you are now ready to develop professional learning goals. Learning goals should be easy to understand for both you and anyone else who reads them. The SMART process enables you to write your learning goals in a clear and concise format. In this video, we will review how to write a SMART goal, identify a learning goal versus a work task, and differentiate between a learning goal versus a work task, and a learning goal and an action plan. The SMART process provides a simple model to determine exactly what goals you need to target, how to strategically limit and focus your target, and how to know if you're moving towards your goals. SMART stands for specific and strategic, measurable, attainable, relevant and results-oriented, and time-bound. For a SMART goal to be specific and strategic, it focuses on clearly specified learning outcomes. For a goal to be measurable, it is able to be demonstrated by observable and measurable improvement in learning. A SMART goal should also be attainable. This means it's limited to strategies and outcomes which can be reasonably expected within the context and time frame of the goal. Relevant and results-oriented. The goal will produce an endpoint change in learning, which can be defined, measured, and sustained. And lastly, time-bound. The implementation strategies and assessment of results are bound by an explicit and manageable timeline. SMART goals are outcome rather than activity-focused, and goals can vary in strength depending on how well you follow the SMART goal elements. Let's look at an example of making a goal SMART. This goal, I want to mentor interns, has many problems with it. It doesn't include the 5 SMART elements. It is not specific or measurable. It is unclear as to how this goal is a professional development goal. There are also many different aspects to mentoring interns. We need to apply the 5 SMART elements to this goal. First, we can ask, what skills do you need to mentor interns? A SMART and specific answer to this could be, I will improve my active listening skills to enhance my communication when working with interns. Next, we need to make this goal measurable by asking, how will you attain these skills and measure success? We can determine if this goal is attainable by asking, how will you determine if you have met the goal? If acquiring these skills means you have to attend a conference and you don't have the budget for it, this goal is not attainable. And finally, we need to find out if this goal is relevant or results-oriented. For the goal to be relevant, it has to be a skill that helps your practice or improves your dietetic competency. After applying each of the 5 SMART elements, the original goal, I want to mentor interns, can be revised to, I will improve my active listening skills so that I can enhance my communication with interns. I will utilize their feedback to ensure continuous improvement by July 31st, 2019. Once your goal is revised, you then develop an action plan to achieve the goal. For example, an action plan for this goal could be listed as follows. Complete an active listening seminar by February 28th, 2019. Read 3 articles on active listening by March 15th. Obtain feedback from interns regarding my coaching by June 30th. Now let's look at the common mistakes when writing goals. Goals not specific. For example, I want to learn about diabetes. This is too broad and not attainable. Choose a topic in diabetes such as glycemic index, adjusting insulin, etc. No learning identified. For example, I will develop a list of high potassium foods. This is a part of your job and not a learning goal. Identifying personal goals. For example, I want to open a private practice. This is a broad personal goal. Identify what skills you need to learn to open a private practice. Goals not related to dietetics. An example of this would be, I want to increase my knowledge of yoga. Knowledge of yoga does not improve your competency as a registered dietitian. Goals have no outcome. For example, I will improve my listening skills by December 1st, 2019. It is specific, but it doesn't say why you want to improve listening skills. And finally, writing learning goals directed at others. An example for this would be, I will develop a PowerPoint presentation for my colleagues about diabetes. This may be a learning goal for your colleagues, but developing a PowerPoint presentation per se is not a learning goal. These are a few words you should avoid when writing goals. I want to, I hope to, I aim, I wish, I plan, if a course, webinar, etc. is available. These words are based on the future and are non-committal, so they're difficult to accomplish. Now that you know the 5 elements of a SMART goal, you can make your goals smart. For further examples of SMART goals and a template to help you write them, go to the college website at www.collegeofdietitiansofbc.org and search for SMART goals.